start to talk.
He has. It's only when there's issues and there was an issue that I'm. So, shit. You know what? I'm not doing. I'm fucking everything up. Hang on. We're not starting the show. That's not how this isn't how we start. This isn't how we start the fucking show, dude.
No, you.
Dude, what the fuck?
Didn't even get the music out.
Big Daddy C Block's power. Got the streets devoured. Gold chains glisten in the hour. Flow like a sizzling shower. Spit fire like a dragon. Crews left staggering. Imagine in the habit. Check it, Big Daddy moving. Calculating the scheme. Rough neck, no bleeding. Hardcore last gleam. C Block Dominion. Pure raw strength in the kitchen.
All right, all you mediocre flamingos know what time it is. It's the Media Virus Podcast. Big Daddy. If you're just checking this out, we highly recommend you starting from A Block. But if you don't want to start from A Block, go back, check out the interview that we just released from Sam Mitchell, the host and creator and president of the podcast at the Autism Rocks and Rolls podcast.
Mm-hmm.
That was a fantastic conversation. We went almost an hour with him.
Yeah, he was very interesting.
Very interesting. So go back and check that out before we sully your ears with this garbage. All right. And I think there's a read right there. I don't want to jump on you, man. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
C Block, Botana Organics does not approve this message.
No, they don't.
Hey, folks, this is Mike Litoris with a quick message from our friends at Botana Organics, who definitely do not sponsor this block of the Media Virus Podcast. In fact, if they heard the next 15 minutes of what's coming, they'd be shocked, dismayed, and possibly reevaluating all of their life choices. You see, Botana Organics is all about wellness, pure, potent, organically grown CBD and THC products, lab tested and carefully curated so your body and mind can find balance naturally. They want to help you chill, not to send you running to HR because you accidentally played this block on a speaker at work. So while they're happy to help you skip the gas station gamble and get your wellness dialed in, they want you to know in no uncertain terms that whatever depraved nonsense is about to happen here is entirely on us. Botana Organics, cultivating wellness naturally, but not this wellness. Find them at 3650 Silverside Road, Wilmington, Delaware, or online at botanaorganics.com.
There you go. They don't want anything to do with what's about to happen now. So how was improv rehearsal today, Big Daddy?
And thinking about all of the listeners out there who are listening to us at work, you've got us on your speaker. This is a good reminder to let all of your coworkers know to suck your dick. Make sure that your coworker, your favorite coworker, the girl with the big titties who bends over to get her pencils, when she looks behind you, make sure that you're paying attention and she bends over in that short skirt that she bends all the way the fuck over, so you get a generous peek at that ass. Anyway, it went well. Gearing up for an upcoming show coming up soon at where are we going to be? We are going to be at our Chapel Street premiere show, July 26, 2025, 7:30 p.m. You can look at that QR code, or you can go to Forgetful Squirrels on Facebook, YouTube, MySpace. You can go to chapelstreet.org or Chapel Street's Facebook page. anywhere you want to go to get tickets. You can check out your local weed man. Probably has a good ticket for you. Make sure you toke one for Big Daddy. And girls with big titties, you got to be weighing something to do something. You can get in, get a little discount. Mention my name. We'll get you in. Double D's and up. We'll get in for free. Just mention this podcast.
So double D's and up. By mentioning the Media Virus podcast, you will get in for free. What if they've never heard the podcast, but they just have huge tits? Do they still get in for free?
They can come in through Big Daddy's personal backstage
Scholarship
dressing room
program.
You want them to come in the back door?
It's either going to be them or me.
Your
So.
back door?
Well, speaking of coming in the back door, how's your day at work, there, Pete?
My days. It's all screwed up.
I couldn't let that one go. I'm sorry.
I know you couldn't. I know. That's why I threw it out there. I was like, here it goes.
Just so you guys know, next not next week, but the week after, we will we're going to be talking to Samuel Brown from The Whitest Kids You Know.
Oh, hells yeah.
The 16th. I'm very excited about this. So,
Yeah.
you know, if
Who's that guy?
I'll kick your ass. The Whitest Kids You Know. Are you familiar?
Nope.
All right. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play the bit. We're going to get flagged for this.
He's gonna teach us all a lesson.
I'm going to play the one of my favorite bits.
Is that the one that you sent me?
Yes.
That is not my favorite bit too.
Hang on.
You kids look like you could use a delicious fruity beverage.
Might I suggest Fizzy Pop's Grape Blast, new soda from Johnson and Hedges?
Open wide, kids, because I'm going to grape you in the mouth.
He's going to what them in the mouth?
He's gonna grape them.
He's going to grape them.
Yeah, in the mouth.
Right.
Sure. There's more.
No,
More.
I'm sorry. All right, well, I'm not sure that I'm comfortable with the catchphrase, I'm going to grape you in the mouth for our new mascot.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're just not sure about that one. Yeah, we might want to workshop at a touch.
Really? Why? That's his thing. He grapes people. He grapes people in the mouth.
We're just not exactly sure that
He
is...
sneaks into little kids' rooms in the middle of the night and he grapes them in the mouth.
okay, see, because I think that the reason that I'm a little hesitant is because to me, it sounds like he's saying he's going to grape them.
What? Oh, no. No. What? Oh,
I'm sorry.
sir, get your mind out of the gutter. He's a grape. How is a grape gonna rape talking about?
But it sounds like
It's a grape commercial, sir.
I love it. He, grapes the kids.
okay. I mean, if I'm in the minority here, we can keep going.
Come here, kids. I'm going to tie you to the radiator and grape you.
Okay.
Why'd you stop it?
I'm gonna tie you to the radiator and grape you.
What?
I'm going to rape you. No, that's what it sounds like he's saying.
I love it.
Really?
Are you back on this rape thing again?
Why was he gonna tie them to a radiator?
That's how he grapes people. That's what he does.
No,
He's the grapist.
the rapist. That's his name.
The grapist. Classic.
This is obviously a rape scenario.
What? Why Are you trying to twist a children's soda commercial into your weird, sick, sort of twisted, pervy?
Why were they running? Why was that child screaming mom?
Well, that kid is a horrible actor, and the next time we shoot the commercial, we're going to use somebody else, because the thing is...
These kids were obviously horrified.
Not that girl. Look, she's totally asking for it.
What?
Look at her. She's begging to get graped.
Will you listen to yourself?
Look what she's wearing.
Look what she's wearing?
It's purple.
Oh, okay. No!
Rape those kids. I love it.
Look, do you guys want the commercial or not?
Yes, we want the commercial. Of course we want the commercial.
We want it. Here's the paperwork.
I just have some serious reservations about this whole thing.
Do you mind?
No, not at all.
Buy some today and get a free grape whistle.
A grape whistle? Really?
Okay, when I finish graping you, I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna grape your mother and your father, and then I'm gonna take your whole family down to the basement and grape you all for decades and decades.
See, I think this is too much. I think it's too much.
Shh.
So the one that we're talking to played the graper.
Hey, Dave. Bill. I hope that's a clean wet.
It's a regular hand.
Don't worry. It's clean. Okay. Good. Hey, okay. It's chocolate.
All right.
Okay, now I know what I'm doing on my.
That's the whitest kids you know. And I highly recommend checking them out. And Sam Brown's going to be on.
You said we're going to be. So we have the grapist on our podcast.
Yeah, I think I might introduce him as the grapist.
I guess swing big.
Yeah, go big.
I mean, the worst thing you can do is like fucking curse us out and hang up.
Imagine doing something so awesome that, like, 30 years later, like a new generation of kids are now discovering getting graped in the mouth
and trying to get you canceled. I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know, you couldn't.
No,
you couldn't. We're gonna get in trouble for playing that on so many fronts. You know, but it's legitimately funny.
I mean, legally, we could get graped in the ass.
We could.
Graping is funny.
I've learned otherwise. I've had some teachers.
As long as you're doing the graping, it's pretty fucking
right there.
Okay, if we're gonna continue to talk about this stuff, Big Daddy, I'm gonna need you to change your camera angle because like it's bad.
It isn't quite intimidating.
Who's ready to get graped? That's why I chose this thing.
Never mind.
To make sure I'm looking eye to eye when I grape you in the mouth.
So,
the San Quentin orange is intimidating as well.
Now, look, just wait a minute, Manny. Put your hand out in front of you, and I want you to utter the phrase, "I'm your daddy."
I'm your daddy. I'm your daddy.
All right.
Open up that purty little mouth.
I'm getting a little too turned on for this. Can we start reading the copy? Is that okay?
Good evening, Infection Team. It's your friendly neighborhood Reverend of Rib Ticklers, Professor Mike Litoris, here to peel back the juicy bits of today's saucy headlines. Let's plunge right in, and no, I don't mean TSA's scan of your crotch. Swamp Crotch, TSA scan shenanigans. A traveler's groin sweat tripped the airport scanner's alarm, not because she carried contraband, but her humid nether regions, aka swamp crotch, set it off. Moisture is the new metal. I guess TSA really sweats the small stuff. Stay cool, folks.
You know what? I didn't think this was a woman. Now I'm kind of grossed out. You know what I mean?
You know, you should have known it was a woman. How many times have you finished and said, you know what? That pussy is the bomb.
I've always heard that when you lick it, it tastes like a battery.
It doesn't taste like a battery, but it's the same. If it's you get it like a little tingle, you know.
If it tastes like a battery, you might want to get that checked out.
especially if your balls light up.
Yeah, if she's got that alkaline corrosion around her twat, you want to leave that alone.
Yeah.
If that pussy is the bomb and TSA flags it, that pussy is so bomb it got flagged by the TSA.
This is not a situation where you can pour a can of Coke on it and just keep going.
Well, romance apps are turning into blackmail mills, where AI-generated nudes are used to extort the lovelorn, efficient, and unrelenting, warns fraud experts. Sounds like AI is bad at chatting, but excels at blackmail. Wow. So basically, people are getting like rooked into these AI bots where they're getting nudes from somebody, and then they ask for nudes, and then when they get the nude, it's like, oh, now you got to pay me to not
share with somebody else.
Show my nude.
Okay, I have a very simple solution to that.
Don't send naked pictures to people.
No. You send naked pictures of other people. So, like, when girls ask me for dick pics, I just send them Maddie's dick.
You don't get a lot of girls.
I was going to say, oddly enough, a lot of them don't call me back.
No, they
go figure.
I hear that's not the worm to go fishing with.
No, I have to promise eternal love to get laid. Trust me. I've never.
Yeah. So the easiest solution is send a picture of someone else's dick.
Wow. That is
If you need a dick pic to send to your loved ones,
we should. That's what we should do. We should start a dick pic exchange.
Yes.
It's an online exchange. You need a dick pic, you come and you hit the button and we send you a dick pic.
I think we should just have like pictures loaded. Like if we should probably do this, like set up with one of those AI chat bots, like try to, act like we got caught, like got hooked into there, like we believe them and shit. And then when they ask for pictures of dick, we send them like Dick Cheney,
Richard Nixon,
Dick Nixon, Dick Van Dyke.
That's good.
I did this to my wife once. I had a bunch. I sent out a bunch of texts to friends with pictures that I had sourced from the internet of like Richard Nixon and Dick Cheney, Dick Van Dyke, all these guys named Dick that I could find.
Right. Anybody named Dick.
And I forget what my wife had said something, and my threat to her had been that I was going to have everyone I know send her random dick pics.
That's funny.
And she was like, "You wouldn't." And that's when I cut it loose, and I had all these people sending her pictures of random people named Richard.
I love a good elaborate joke.
We should start out with Dick Cavett.
Ooh,
because nobody would know who the fuck he is at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just that's your first, like, real quick. Because Dick Cheney, it's quick, it's easy. It's too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Dick Cavett, like, who the fuck is that? Like,
As long as you throw in one actual dick.
Well, I'm not going to show him like a real dick. Not my dick.
And let it be an AI dick.
So, what you can do. A lot of
I
people
bet
don't
an
do.
AI dick has 3 testicles.
I don't know. I don't know about if you know this, but you can use the panoramic mode, and then just move real slow. It makes it look really big.
I know what I'm doing when we get done here. Big Daddy reports. It's like 2 minutes of a sensor bar with the long beat.
You can't even hear it. This dick's so big it sounds dirty.
So, Big Daddy, what color is your loofah?
It is light blue.
Light blue. Okay. Let's see if.
Actually, now that I think about it, I have 2. One is light blue and the other one is black.
Ooh, this.
Is it black because it wasn't white at one point, but you've washed your ass so many times?
It was white until I washed my balls.
Does it really rub off?
It's not what I meant, but okay.
Once it goes black, it never goes back.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Let's see if it can.
So swingers swap pineapples for loofahs. Pineapples upside down were once the swingers' signal, but now retirement community swingers in Florida have upgraded to color-coded loofahs dangling from their car antennas. Cleanliness meets kink. I guess it's the only time getting sponged is a turn-on. So,
well, I looked it up here,
okay.
and a light blue loofah means that I'm a newbie. It's a signal to other swingers that you are new to the lifestyle, or you're soft swap curious and open to conversations without pressure, letting others know you are exploring but not yet experienced. I feel like you've got the wrong color. That's not.
Well, that's why I have 2.
So,
what's the black one mean?
Well, let's ask. I didn't even know they made black loofahs.
I want to know why they chose loofahs. Because I mean, like, this is an expansion of the cup party. You know,
Adam
blue cup.
The Adam Carolla show. Like, I've been listening to Adam Carolla, and he's got a couple of different shows, and he has been really focused in on the movie Cruisin', which is an Al Pacino movie.
Okay.
That my son has recently watched because Ryan loves Al Pacino.
Right.
But Cruising is about there's a serial killer killing in the homosexual community. So Al Pacino goes undercover as a homosexual, and there's a scene where he's talking to this guy in this shop, and there's all these handkerchiefs, and all these handkerchiefs meant something different. If you wore it in one pocket, it meant one thing. If you wore it in the other pocket, it meant another thing. It was just a signal that you were ready to fuck, right? And that's kind of like, I think, what this is an extension of. Like, they're not using bandanas because that's old hat.
We have covered this story. If not here, then at the dungeon.
I'm sure of it. Wow, black loofah in the mirror. That's not a goth bath sponge. It means they're ready to swap partners like Pokemon cards. Black means full swap, or as Florida retirees are calling it, Wednesday. Because This started. This story is from a retirement community, which makes it terrifying. There's a retirement community full of swingers. What the fuck is going on? But,
you didn't know about that?
Oh yes, I want a full. Hang on, it's going to generate me a full color cheat sheet. Yes, please.
I cannot tell you how often.
Old wrinkly people fuck.
Yes, and how much STIs are rampant in nursing homes.
So
because they can get the boner pills now.
All right, so white means that you're a beginner. You're testing the waters without a cannonball. You know, basically the Costco sample tray of swinging. Light blue means you're a newbie. Black means full swap. Purple means you're a voyeur. You like to watch. Pink means soft swap. Touch feely, but keep the main event exclusive, like window shopping with heavy petting. Green is open to mingle. We'll talk, flirt, maybe more if we bring snacks. Yellow wants hugs, not ready to swap, but will give you a church hug with a wink. And red is full swap, aggressive, ready to swing harder than a Florida hurricane party, baby. So that's the color code of the loofah. So when you go down to Florida, pack the correct loofah. Yes.
So black loofah's coming with me.
Pete has his brown striped loofah.
What?
What does the brown striped loofah mean?
I ran out of toilet paper.
Oh shit.
Oh, brown loofah means anything goes, including anal.
That
brown
does make sense.
Well, that's not for the faint of heart. If you see brown, they're clown cars ready for the back door. Brown means anything, including the highway less traveled. You know it's Florida when retirees are hanging a brown loofah and calling it Taco Tuesday. Oh. 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 All right. Well, let's moving on.
Yeah, we can talk about hot dog distraction at a Jake Paul fight. A blonde ringside enthusiast deep-throated a hot dog live. A daring display that stole the show. Turns out ringside bites don't always end on the plate. Mike's advice? Well, keep your hands and your mustard where we can see them.
Yeah, mustard. Hang on. I think there's a picture of this chick. And this is the one story where they didn't provide the fucking link back to me.
Was it Haley Welch trying to remain poignant?
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Haley Welch is?
Is that the Haktua girl?
I was gonna say that's the Haktua girl. Did she spit on the hot dog first?
She has a name? That's surprising.
She has a podcast. Like, people listen to her talk.
Yeah, and she rooked a whole bunch of people out of a whole bunch of money for crypto.
Camera caught a woman sitting ringside at Jake Paul fight versus Julio Chavez, deep-throating a sausage before putting it back into the bun and handing it to a male who immediately began chomping on it.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
At some point during the fight, the woman was seen sticking a nude dog down her throat and then dressing it back up. She gave it to the dude who started eating it right away. Another male sitting right next was wide-eyed as he watched on in disbelief. Oh, we have video. Here we go.
Oh hell yeah.
No, that's not the Haktua girl.
That's not the Haktua girl, but holy shit.
Yeah.
Look at that dude. Look at the dude next to her.
He didn't look like he didn't give a shit at all.
No, the other side. The black dude looking over.
My man is paying attention. I didn't see him.
Oh yeah,
see him.
What you can see is that he saw it go. We don't see it go in. When we join,
he had the whole.
When we join, it's already in. His
He had a
fucking
front row
eyes are
seat.
already wide
Shit.
because he saw it go in.
What did
Yeah.
I just witness?
That's incredible.
And she put her hair out of the way like this girl. Yeah.
Now, my question is, does he know that? Was it like full of ketchup and like maybe he's like, he's neurodivergent and hates ketchup but doesn't mind her shit?
You know what? I don't have a goddamn question. Thank you. That's what I do.
I don't have a question.
I ain't asking a goddamn thing. Thanks.
It's in the fucking mouth. I'll tell you that much right now.
I mean, my only real question is, with the ease that she completed that maneuver, how recently was there a dick where my hot dog went?
Yeah, it's not mayonnaise. On the end of it there.
Can you imagine you paid good money to see Ringside MMA and you got a show?
That's money well spent, sir. That's money well spent.
Yep.
That is well spent.
Well spent. We do have some sad news tonight, though.
Yeah. Adult star Kylie Page passed at 28. Sad news. OnlyFans Netflix star Kylie Page died on June 25th in Los Angeles at age 28, likely from a fentanyl-related overdose. The adult film community mourns the kind soul gone too soon. A GoFundMe is helping return her body to Oklahoma. Rest in peace.
I'm a little sick of the whore with the heart of gold fucking narrative. You know what I mean? Give me a real bitchy whore.
There's plenty of them.
A whore that doesn't. Yeah, but I'm like everybody's like, oh, the whore with she's so sweet and this and that. And, heart of gold. No, tired of that.
We can only hope that they decide to bury her face down, ass up.
They absolutely will. They're only going to bury her 6 inches.
Or that they bury her with her head back.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. There was another death too that didn't get listed. Some bitch went to Turkey on her honeymoon, like she was an influencer, and she went to Turkey and she got like cosmetic surgery and fucking died.
Wow.
Oh damn.
Oh, cosmetic surgery. That goes south for a lot of people when they go out of the country for it, though.
Yeah. Maybe just because we hear about it more than we hear about cosmetic surgeries going wrong in the States. And like maybe we don't hear about it because it doesn't happen, but we do hear about it, especially like when in motel rooms.
Yeah.
Like when they get the ass surgery and shit.
Right.
Well. Anyway. How good of a porn star were you if they need to fucking set a GoFundMe to send your body back to Oklahoma?
Maybe she wasn't an okay porn star. She was just a terrible money manager.
No, I could tell you on good faith that let me tell you something. Those people who have sex on film for a living, they're wonderful accountants. All of them.
Since she was from Oklahoma, I can tell you she was just okay.
Thank you.
Oh, that might be.
I can't believe I missed that joke. I appreciate you picking that up.
I can't believe that we are.
That's teamwork right there, baby.
34 minutes in, and we're just now finding out the title of the show. She's just okay.
She's just okay. Well, do we have any more spicy tidbits, or is that all the spicy tidbits?
She used to eat corn the long way.
Okay, that's
spicy. Well, I've reviewed the leftover stories. I don't think that there's anything there that we absolutely have to get to.
What do you mean?
I looked at the link list to see what was in there that we could talk about, but that was not so
Well,
much.
since it is relevant, did we talk about the Diddy verdict?
We did. We talked about it in the A block about the Diddy verdict, that he was found not guilty on the heavy, the racketeering. I can just go back up and look at the fucking notes from A block. Yeah, absolutely. So not guilty on racketeering conspiracies, the sex trafficking of Cassie Ventura and sex trafficking of Jane Doe. Those charges could have meant life in prison, but the jury wasn't buying that Diddy was the kingpin of a criminal empire. No matter how many take that memes the prosecution threw at them. They did get guilty on 2 counts of transporting women across state lines for prostitution. So the feds got him on that, and that could land him up to 20 years on the transportation. Now, is that 20 years each, or is that just 20 years?
I think that's 20 years total, 10 and 10.
So Judge Aaron Subramaniam is going to be the new Subaru spokesperson, and they're going to have Subaru Mania events.
Is that like WrestleMania, where the 2 Subarus are going to crash into each other?
No, we're just going to have lesbians wrestle because it's cheaper.
And they'll bring the Subarus anyway to get there.
Yeah, the Subarus are just going to be there. But, there's nearly 70 civil lawsuits that are still waiting for him. So,
wow.
He's not...
For Diddy.
Yeah, this isn't poor Diddy. Just,
They're saying he paid his way out. Saying, somebody said about Danny Masterson must not have had enough money.
Clearly, he's been a bad boy.
Yeah, here's the thing: is like Ricky said it. She's like, I hope he just goes away. Just go do your time, and I don't want to hear from you anymore. You know what I mean? And that's not what's going to happen. This is Diddy. You're gonna fucking. We still hear from Bill Cosby, for fuck's sake.
Daddy Love is enjoying his time in prison. So no matter what the sentence is, he's gonna have fun.
It's like being at a dick buffet.
Yeah.
Dick. And then some more dick.
What time is it? Dick o'clock.
Dick o'clock, motherfucker. That's what time it is.
And I'm sure there's a line of motherfuckers just ready to give it to him.
It's time to take that.
Yeah. So, but more pressing, I think, of an issue is all this, what's going on. And I'm so glad that I don't live in Philadelphia anymore.
Oh.
But my son and my grandchildren reside in Philadelphia, run by the dumbest human being on the face of the fucking earth. It's like, what in the name of fucking common sense is going on? Philadelphia's own District Council 33, nearly 9,000 city workers, sanitation, 9/11 water department walked off the job at 12:01 a.m. on the 1st of July in 2025, right before the 4th of July. That's how fucking days work. And what do we get? We get trash piling up in the heat, dumpsters overflowing, flies buzzing. Dude, let me tell you something. The rats are going to run that fucking town. The rats are going to run that fucking town.
In about a minute.
It's not going to take long, because even the dump sites are overflowing now. First day, they're overflowing. All those dumpsters are overflowing. And where are the geniuses running this joint? Mayor Parker preaching fiscal responsibility, saying she dropped a historic offer, 13% over 4 years. That's about $2,383 more per year on average. But the union wants an extra percent annually, full health care, cost of living increases, and a pandemic bonus. And guess what? Negotiations broke off Monday night. So the strike hit Tuesday morning. Now, it sounds it sounds unreasonable, but it's not. You know what I mean? What the union's demanding is not unreasonable because, like, they run the city. It's like every once in a while, every like 30 years, they have to remind the mayor who runs the city. And it's the fucking trash and 911.
The pandemic bonus is interesting because that means that during the pandemic, they didn't get the extra shit that they deserved. Right.
So, look, I'm not here to pick sides. Like, I kind of see both sides of the argument, although the mayor of Philadelphia is a fucking idiot.
I know the best side. The best side in this argument is the side to commit murder. Now is the fucking time. If you live in Philadelphia, now is the time to murder your neighbors. Purge that shit because all the trash is going to stockpile up and it's going to cover up the smell. Now's the fucking time.
Okay. Now
you can put a dead body in your trunk and nobody else.
Now that after he has said that, I feel like I can freely say, haul your garbage to City Hall and dump it on the fucking steps and set it on fire.
When you murder your neighbor, bring the body to City Hall. Light that bitch on fire.
The Media Virus podcast.
They'll get the message.
Podcast, and some of the views espoused by Big Daddy are just Big Daddy's, and not that of the Media Virus podcast. Big Daddy is his own entity.
Listen, if you dump a dead body, if you dump a dead body on the front steps of City Hall, they will get the message.
Message sent. New friends.
Did anybody just envision a convoy of station wagons with dead bodies strapped to the top of them like in National Lampoons?
But dude, it's the 4th of July. It's the cradle of fucking liberty.
Speaking of the 4th of July,
let me finish this. Let me just. You know how many tourists are going to Philadelphia on the 4th of July? Do you know how many tourists pour into the city of Philadelphia? Are they still having that goddamn fucking party they have every year that just fucks up the city? And then we got to deal with that? Mike, you all right?
You guys, it's like you want me to meet lawyers. I don't need new friends.
Yeah. This also means that the porta potties aren't getting dumped either.
I have all the friends I need.
Porta potties are going to go crazy.
The porta potties are going to be okay because those are going to be serviced by private industry.
You know what? That's good to know because I exclusively enjoy prostitutes in porta potties, and it's good to know that those will still be cleaned.
Yeah, so there you go. That's if you don't want to take your trash to one of the 63 drop sites, just take it to a porta potty and throw it in there. It's going to get cleaned by a separate.
Just knock to make sure Big Daddy's not in there banging.
Yeah.
If the porta potties
are rocking,
don't come knocking.
Now, some of the 911 dispatchers were forced back to work by court order because the strike posed a clear and present danger. Yeah, because can you imagine no 911 service? Could you just imagine that? What do you?
Well, I'm black, so they never respond to my calls anyway.
Yeah, but they wouldn't answer. They wouldn't even pick up and pretend.
Now, see, here's the thing. I was watching a TikTok, and I wish I held on to it, but there was a black girl, and she had a white husband, and there was a problem with she needed to contest a charge on the credit card, and she's trying to get him to do it. And she's like, why would I have to call? Why would I have to do it when I have a white person in the house to make the phone call? And then she goes, you can practice the voice. And she's like, and she started practicing. He's like, higher. And then she sounded like the whitest bitch you ever heard. And she's like, that's it. And I'll make the call. And so she went on the phone and she sounded white. And she got it done. You know what I mean? But it was just, so when you call, it's like that. It was a Key and Peele sketch, right? They were like, they called 911 and they were like asking them, it's like, pronounce ask. But it's
How do you pronounce ask? Birthday, month, and library. Bonus points for the second month of the year.
You got the second month of the year.
February. February what?
February.
February
what?
But this whole thing is a fucking circus, and people are stuck holding the bag. Like literally, they're stuck holding their fucking trash bags in the summer heat. Politicians touting mega offers, unions making perfectly valid demands, but instead of solving it before trouble hits, they let it blow up on the eve of a major holiday. It's textbook case of the backup planning failure. Like, and Philly residents are paying for it, breathing in fumes, sweating in the sun, and wondering if anyone in powers knows what the fuck they're doing. So here's hoping cooler heads and faster talk gets back to the negotiations, now rather than later. But I was telling Matt today, I was like, I don't know what I can do for you. Whatever you need, just if you need to come here, it's like one of those things where if he were to come here, his house is going to get overridden with rats and roaches.
Yeah, somebody's got to stay there and
so. But you got the kids are living in filth.
Yeah,
you're already tripping, you're already tripping over each other. There's already cars and buildings everywhere. There's already restaurants that have taken over the sidewalk.
Yeah,
and now you're going to have this, and I know for a fact that, especially that area, there's just so many people in one spot, and now you got to put your trash in your car
and drive it somewhere,
cross a picket line.
Yeah, they're picketing at the trash.
Yeah, cross a picket line. Who wants to fucking do that?
And is that considered carpooling?
I don't think it matters in Philadelphia. But I would drop it. Dude, City Hall would be covered in my shit. Just covered it. It just makes you angry. What are you gonna do? Listen, bitch. These are the people that run the fucking. You don't fuck with these people. Just like you don't announce to the crackheads on Kensington Avenue. Crack is a poor word. These fucking skagheads on Kensington Avenue that you're going to raid, and give them all notice that the cops are coming. So they spread out into the other fucking neighborhoods, so there's nobody there when the raid comes, and you can fucking make headlines. You don't do that. You dumb bitch. It's my kids, my progeny, my legacy lives there, and it just, that's why I get so animated. So, write a stern letter or something is probably what I should have said.
And then put it in your trash and take it down to City Hall and leave it on the step.
But just remember,
stock up on empty beer bottles, rags, and flammable liquids.
I was about to say Stanley was the only one advocating murder, but then Pete Chan chimed in. So
recipe for Molotov cocktails.
Solidarity.
Also, this being the precursor to the 4th of July, this is the last week that many people across these great United States will be with 2 fully functioning hands.
What?
It's true.
This is the last day or 2.
Oh, shit, yeah.
That a great many people across the United States will have 2 fully functioning hands.
I had a firecracker go off in my hand one time, but it was funny. It went off, and I counted my fingers, and they were all there. And then once it wore off, I was fine.
Happened to me just once.
Yeah. So be careful with your fireworks. There's been a couple of firework storage facilities going fucking
It was one out in
Nice.
California.
Was it in California?
Yeah, there was one out in California that I saw in the news this afternoon. It was fucking rolling, dude.
With there was a big fucking
Big explosions every now and again. People said they were registering on the geologic surveys, like seismic meters.
It's called the Richter scale.
Yeah.
There's 7 missing.
They don't use the Richter scale any longer.
There's 7 missing after that. After it explodes, there's 7 people missing.
Do you think the crowds went ooh and ah during it?
I did when I saw it. I was like, "Holy shit!
Yeah,
that's cool as hell." But 7 people missing. That's kind of fucked up.
Jesus.
But this is the aftermath. There's still fireworks going off.
Yep. I watched that one earlier.
It's like a fucking war zone.
Several
Jesus
times.
Christ!
Yeah, wait for it. Come on.
Dude, all kids fucking eat one a cigarette. You fuck. Dude.
Oh, yeah.
That's a finale.
Oh.
That's what I'm talking about.
I guess the fireworks that they was gonna do all just exploded.
Wow, you're a fucking genius.
Wow.
Like, that's crazy.
That looks like an atom bomb.
That's very small compared to an atom bomb.
I'm just saying.
It's got the mushroomy, yeah. Because all the stuff that was on like a second shelf.
7 people.
Oh shit! 7 employees.
Was that houses around it?
Yeah,
that's what it looked like. There was one I saw that was just fucking nuts. It was.
You know who?
What the fuck that is?
The real winner in that story is the guy who is tired of his life and his nagging wife and his douchey kids.
Dude. He was the one that was out smoking, so he got out, and then he's like, oh fuck, dude, I could be dead.
Now's my chance. He's in Mexico right the fuck now.
Good for him. Good for him. I'm happy for this fictional person that we've created.
For that guy, vaya con Dios. Enjoy Mexico.
I wonder if anybody has done like a study or has a statistic on how many people suddenly go missing after large scale like destruction events of like buildings and stuff. Like,
well, apparently 7.
Apparently 7 this time.
I did a very small scale study, and 7 was the number I came up with.
Thanks for that diligent work, Daddy.
It was a very, very small scale research.
Most recent counts tell us 7.
It's exactly 7.
Working hard here on the media virus.
Big Daddy report.
Big Daddy reports.
Up to the minute updates.
Yeah.
If that number changes to 6 or 8, you'll be the second to know.
Oh my god. So I'm a little dumbfounded right now. I don't know. I don't quite know how to express what it is that I'm thinking, but this thing was in. If you read down here, it was in Yolo County.
Okay.
You only live once, baby. You die in a fireworks factory.
Love it.
Let me see some more.
Yolo County. Okay.
Yolo County. God damn it. There is stuff going off. It's pretty.
See, oohs and ahs. That's what I'm talking about. And the best part is you can play any song, it'll still match the fireworks.
There was one. Let me see if I can find it, because there was one that they had an angle of the explosion. I think it's right here. Yeah, here it is.
explosion rattled their windows and sent a plume.
No, that's not it.
That's not it.
No, there was somebody who caught the explosion.
Yeah, there was a good one with the explosion.
Like from a
Did I send it to you-
helicopter.
Didn't I send it to you guys? I thought I sent it to you guys in the pre-show.
Well, I guess there's only one thing to do, and that's fucking check.
I thought I sent it to everybody. Sent it to a lot of people.
Oh man,
Those are trucks too, aren't they?
probably. I mean, you're trucking. You're dealing in truckload quantities of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, they're it's a manufacturing facility. Oh, got to be so careful.
Well, so if anybody's looking for a place to go get fireworks, you might want to drive by the Concord Mall.
They got a place?
Yeah, it's right up on the corner.
Tent.
I know a place where you can't.
Tent right up on the corner by 202.
I know a place where you can't get any.
Where's that?
A place where you can't get any fireworks. Yolo County.
Yeah, they're all out.
They
I wonder if the price of fireworks went up, because there was another one too. There was a little stand where a car drove into it.
I imagine the price of fireworks is going to explode.
It's going to skyrocket.
You guys.
I also saw a video of a car running into like a TNT fireworks like retail shop.
Yeah.
And it was, dude, it just kept going and going and going.
All right, here we go. Car drives into fireworks store. Videos.
I would tuck and roll that shit just to see what happens.
Mm. I hear the clicks. It's coming. Yeah, this is it.
Freaking drove into the fireworks place. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Oh my gosh.
How long do you think it is to get insurance for a fireworks store?
A car just drove in
It's harder today.
and it is going to explode.
Yeah, you should sit right there and videotape it.
There's an insurance agent out there right now going off.
Dude, just imagine the guy that owns that fucking store just staring at it. Just imagine being the guy responsible, or the guy in the car. He's got to be shitting his pants.
And you also have to realize there's a point where you're looking at this thing happen and you have to weigh whether or not you have more cash or more merchandise inside and figure out how this insurance claim goes so that you don't.
Oh, Jesus.
You just got to hope it's not a veteran.
Right? Fucking PTSD starts shooting at you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a horribly insensitive thing to say, but what?
You know, I mean,
I said I hope it wasn't.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Firefighter, that is not something you want to pull up on.
No, I can imagine. That's got to be.
That's like stand back and throw water
Just
on it.
let it happen.
Yeah, stand
Just
back and throw
try to
water.
keep it from. It's damage control.
It's like watching a giant grape grape a bunch of kids in the mouth. You gotta just stand back and watch and let it happen.
Stand back and throw water on it.
Pretend you have a pink loofah and just watch.
Now,
it's purple, by the way.
Oh, purple.
For those of you keeping score at home.
This was something Big Daddy brought up, and I was wondering why.
500 replaceable teeth?
Yeah.
How many of them were gold?
How would you pronounce that dinosaur's name, Big Daddy?
I was very confused as to how exactly to pronounce it, and I consulted AI, and it just gave me one long beep. So I'm still confused.
I'd be inclined to pronounce this Niger Soros.
I don't think you have to do the weird inflection on the other end.
No, but it makes it much better.
I think Niger Soros is kind of
Niger is Soros. That sounds like an outlet store. Wait a minute.
Unless, of course, you're talking about his homies. The other Niggasaurus.
I did it to myself.
You did.
I did.
You did. You asked for it.
I did.
Or you had the ones with the brown loofah, and those were the Nigersaurus.
Good. Well, callbacks. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
So we
love to beat a joke.
Nothing like beating a joke. I'm looking. I forget what I was doing. What was I doing?
I don't know, but you've got something on the screen about somebody's dad buying a grenade.
This 4th of July.
And some of your friends, the people you follow.
My dad pulled me aside from the fireworks show to reveal he bought a grenade. He tossed it off a cliff. We just sat there, and I started calling him Dad. The man earned it.
Okay. What?
No, read the rest of it.
That was a dark year for me and my dad. We were at the Grand Canyon for the 4th of July, and then out of nowhere, he just blew up right beside me.
You gotta read the whole thing.
Oh, God.
What the fuck?
Oh man, that's great.
My high school crush came to my work today, and I fingered her. Oh, that's sweet. Where do you work these days? The morgue. This is my page.
Okay.
Yeah.
The morgue.
That's true. Making new friends as an adult is hard because the people I get along with best are the ones that also don't want to leave their houses. That's literally us. That's what we're doing. All right. We're officially out of ideas to talk about. So if Big Daddy has anything he'd like to bring up, or Pete's got anything,
I got nothing.
Right.
Hand job stories
I
from the
had
road.
so much planned for this evening, and it all went to shit.
Oh, hang on. Just before we go, I wanted to show you guys. I had gone to and shared what I thought was a finished product. And
yeah. This is good.
Hang on. I got to find
the final cut of the bit we did last week live.
Mm-hmm.
He recut it, and it's great.
Just gotta remember where I put it. I think it's this one.
Big Daddy reports. Here's Big Daddy.
You know, when I was first handed the assignment, I saw the headline and I saw a note that said, just look into this. And I thought, you know what? I'm a medical professional. I've been peeing for as long as I can remember. My whole life, in fact. I've peed standing, drunk, half asleep. and one time during a fire drill on a self-employed transvestite sex worker. These two events are unrelated. I thought I had it figured out. How could I possibly be doing it wrong? I tried some variations, maybe positioning assisted the flow, or sometimes, body gravity dynamics to help the bladder to fully evacuate. Maybe centrifugal force is necessary. I just could not figure it out. I was stumped. But then I thought, God damn it, why don't I just read the fucking article that the headline was attached to? Turns out, the article recommended that men sit down to pee. Unfortunately, my first attempt didn't go so well. Then I tried the lower urinal. It worked out a lot better, but there was a little bit of, splashback. So as messy and wasteful and dumb as it sounds, motherfuckers, you got to sit down to pee. It's for your health.
That's it. Thank you.
Well done.
I appreciate you. Hey, it was well done. I was surprised how when I edited all the you taking a sip of shit and everything, how once I fixed that timing issue that we originally had, everything just went. It all fit perfect. There was nothing. So it was well done to you as well. And that's gonna get posted, all of our social medias because I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, because it's fucking hilarious.
It is fucking. To me, it's really funny. And if people sit through it, the payoff is there.
We should put a sting and a title card at the end.
Oh yeah.
All right, a sting. What's
just a sting of something, just to.
Tie it back into TMVP.
One of our TMVP stingers or something, and then a title card with show information.
All right. I'll work on that before I post it.
Do you need a sting? I've got stacks of them.
Well, give me some ideas. What do you got?
Let's see. You
want the sting before the video?
I think if you do it after, it won't mess up your timing.
I want to start the sting right as that finishes, to cut them off, and then the title card comes up with it.
Okay, I got you.
And then let's see. Here, click here. Let's see. Stingers.
All right. Well, we don't have to continue this conversation on the.
Oh, no, we don't.
On the recording.
I completely understand if people don't want to come on my fucking show.
Maybe not that one.
Maybe not that one. Maybe the one with Big Daddy going, I'm checking them all off.
I'm jerking them all. I jerked off all of them.
I don't remember that. That's great.
We might have resurrected that from the dungeon.
Okay.
That might be. We had a lot of blackmail material.
That was from here.
That was from here?
That was
from us.
Okay. All right. So, you know what? I think we did a hell of a show. Listen, if you stuck around this long, fucking thank you. But check out the A Block. The A Block was fantastic. Check out our interview with Sam. I forgot his name already.
Sam Mitchell.
Sam Mitchell. I'm sorry, Sam. It's late, and I'm an idiot. So just have to deal with those two things. You can also go back listen to dude. We've got a couple interviews. Sid, I forget his name too. Abajaba.
Mohasib.
Mohasib. I'm sorry.
And I'm bad with names.
Yeah. And Vic Lagina, you can listen to that one too. We did some good interview. If you're just checking, if you're just
We talk to people.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. Next week we're talking to who he once was a homeless veteran, but now his story of triumph. We'll be talking to him. His name is Mike something. Mike Smith.
Okay.
All right.
I guess you're done?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. He's done, everybody.
Nice.
Good show. This episode of the Media Virus Podcast is brought to you by 302-46 Voice. That's 302-46 Voice. If you want my voice on your project, dial 302-46 Voice today. Don't forget to check out our sister show on the Media Virus Podcast Network, Stepmoms Without Children. Join Ricky Rockdeff as she takes a deep dive into the fascinating people she meets and thinks that you should meet too. Find Stepmoms Without Children at themediavirus.com, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your fine podcasts. Special thanks to mysportsreports.com and delawaresports.com, delivering regional sports coverage straight to your devices via stream and podcast. Learn more at mysportsreports.com and delawaresports.com. If you wish to sponsor the Media Virus Podcast, email your contact information to pml@themediavirus.com with the subject line sponsor, or leave us a message at 646-VIRUS01. On behalf of the infection team and our feckless leader, Maddie Rockdeff, I'm the Reverend Professor Mike Litoris, coming from to you live high atop Uncle Butch Studios, with one hand firmly on the pulse and the other clawing for a shred of sanity. This has been the Media Virus Podcast. We'll be back next week. Find us at themediavirus.com, on social media, or download us now from your favorite podcast platform.
Why did I see my roommate and Millie in those credits?